Hi friends, welcome to 21 CFR Part 11. Today, after a long gap, we are again in front of you with a new video which describes how a pharmaceutical software must be developed and how it must be documented. Those who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would like to request you that please subscribe our YouTube channel to get such updates. And those who have followed our Facebook page, we would like to thank them with heart because of your support we are growing. So let's get started. In this video, we are going to see the regulatory requirements of both the European legislative authorities and the FDA. We are also going to see about the list of documents that must be compiled while developing a software and during the validation. We are also going to discuss about the current trends of problems, and these discussions will help you during the audits. So let us move ahead with these topics. Outlining the development of the software with your software vendor, you will find that you will have the reduced number of errors in the software. Once there are reduced number of errors in the software, there will not be any distress about bug fixing or a delayed project. You will have sufficient time for doing the innovative things with a predictable quality and time. The European legislative authorities have a directives for the software. It is called as the medical device directives. So let us see further what is this medical device directives. So the medical device directives follows the risk management system. The risk management system is followed by the software life cycle. The software life cycle is again dependent on the demand of the usability. There is another aspect of the medical device directive for which any medical devices must comply, and that is very important. One of the important, you can say, it is the quality management system. Now if we see all these four aspects, if it complies, then you can say that you are complying with the medical device directives. So there are each standards associated with these risk management software lifecycle QMS. For risk management, it is ISO 14971. Then for software lifecycle, we have IEC62304. Then for the usability, we have IEC62366. For quality management system, we have ISO 13485. It is also seen that the IEC 62366 is directly associated with the ISO 14971, that is the risk management. Also, IEC 62304 is associated with ISO 14971, that is risk management. Also, ISO 13485, that is the quality management system, is also linked with the risk management of ISO 14971. So in short, we can say that risk management is not everything, but there is nothing without the risk management. So friends, the European claim is very clear. There must be a software development life cycle. The software development life cycle must be applied with the proper risk management procedures. The software must have the verification and validation after it is developed. The software companies which have the mindset that the software development starts with the first line of code and ends with the last line of code is not good to go. There must be a proper testing, verification and validation. The software must comply with the IEC 62304 standard. Now the IEC 62304 standard talks about the software development plan. There should be a clear plan for the software development. It also talks about the clear requirement of the software in the software requirements. It also describes about the software architecture, the detailed design, the unit verification,
It also talks about the integration testing, the system test, and the software release. If you comply with these 9 or more documents, then you meet the standard of IEC. Now, let us move ahead with the US standards, that what they claim about the software development and the documentation. So the US standard has a 3 layer. The first layer consists of the Law of Federal Drug and Cosmetic Act FD&C. In the second layer, we have the administrative law, or we can call the Code of Federal Regulations CFR. The last layer consists of the recommended guidance documents of the US, which clearly describes about these requirements.
So friends, in layer 2, part 820 quality system regulation, which describes clearly two things, that is the subpart C design control and subpart M records. The subpart C design control has various documents. For example, the design input, design output, design review, design verification, validation, etc. These all documents must be complied while developing a software. If you want to have a more precise and detailed knowledge, then you can visit the guidance for content of pre-market submission for software contained medical devices in the FDA website. This will give you an idea of what documents you need to submit to the FDA and what precise document you need to have when you are doing a software validation. Now, if we compare about the FDA and the IEC 62304 standard, we can see that almost all the requirements are 90% identical. So they do not talk about much different things in both of their guidelines. Let us now discuss about the another important aspect, that is the software quality assurance, the QA. In many companies, the software quality assurance is just limited to nothing but the testing of software alone. But the software quality assurance people must be involved right from the development stage. The testing is just an analytical QA, just finding errors. That's it. But there is another aspect of the quality assurance that is called the constructive quality assurance. The constructive quality assurance aims at avoiding the error. The main aspects of constructive QA are as follows. The first one is process, the software development process and the maintenance process. The second aspect is the methods or the procedures. It includes mainly following things: requirement analysis, architecture modeling, and black box testing. The third aspect is the tools which is required to make all these things work. There are trainings and standards available for the constructive QA. Now, if we talk about the analytical QA, which is more up to the testing, apart from testing, there must be periodic reviews of the source code and the documents for the software. Also, there must be the detailed audit for finding out the processes is going on in a correct direction or not. So all this is covered in the FDA and IEC 62304 standards.
Now you come to know that the software is one of the important aspects of the pharmaceutical industry. With the additional of the new developments in the software and the new functionalities of the software, it has been observed that the number of problems and the bugs that has exploded is more. In India alone, if you see, in 2010 the problem rose by around 300%. In US, the software and its problems stands number 2 for the recall of the products. So with these, the FDA and the European authorities, what they can do is they can release such FDA and IEC 62304 guidelines to comply so that they do not face much problems. So in this video, you have seen the legal requirements and also what documents you have to compile in your company. Also, you have seen or you have gone through the quality assurance of software. In that, we have learned about the analytical and the constructive quality assurance. We have given more stress on the constructive quality assurance because that is a most important aspect in which if a team is working, then you can avoid the maximum number of problems in your company. In the last, you have seen that there must be a standard and tools applied to meet this constructive quality assurance. So this step-by-step video guidance has shown you that if you develop the software properly as per the guidelines, then you will have less bugs and less stress. You can enjoy, you can have fun in working, and you will have a proper quality management system in a predictable with a predictable quality and time, and also you will be able to pass the audits very easily. Thank you.